I was one of the 13 children. Was born and raised in the Philippines. And somehow we managed to get out of the island and move into mainland. And from there, the family just kind of went all over the world. I ended up in America, and prior to coming to America, I studied fashion design. And I thought, coming to America, I would pursue that career just to find out that there's really not much there for me. So I decided to go back to business school. So business being in management as well as marketing. And then within that, I started working with storage tech, and I started in the very bottom end. But I was very determined not to stay at that. I wanted to see my career. I was envious of other women who are moving up in the ladder in the corporate world in the male-dominated world. So I went to human resources and I asked them, what can I do to better myself so I could better contribute to the company, the growth of the company. So they told me the path that I needed to go, so I followed that. And as a matter of fact, the company itself sent me to college. So from there on, I held one of the two positions of the company. And then in 1990, I retired from the company. And prior to that, I already had the Creative Framing Art Gallery running 3 years prior to me leaving the company. So when I left the company, I thought, well, I'll retire a little bit. Well, I'm not used to that. So I decided to open a boutique, which is called Jan's Fashion Studio, which was in business for 5 years until I decided later that it was just too much. And I decided to skip the framing business and decided to open that into a gallery as well. My intent of that was to create a venue for the local artists to hang their artwork. Going from high-tech to framing and being creative, it's just something that I wanted to be in. When you're in a high-tech, it takes you 4 years to get product to GA. When you're doing custom framing, you get to decide, you get to design beautiful pieces, one of a kind, and work face-to-face with the client. And 2 weeks later, they come back and you can actually see the expression in their faces, and like, oh my God, that's the kind of fulfillment I get when I work with these people. I think it's going back summer of 2007 where I moved my business from South Boulder into downtown Louisville. And that summer, walk out of my front door and look north and south and thinking at 5 o'clock, there's no other store open besides mine. So I thought, oh my God, what did I just done? But then at the same time, I realized that, hey, here's a chance for me to make a difference. So what I did, I'd say 2 months after I moved to Louisville, I decided I was going to have an art show so that I can tell people where I moved to and also show them where I am. Well, I did. An artist by the name of Greta, bless her heart, it took me a long time to convince her, number one, to do an opening in Old Town Louisville because, number one, she didn't even know that this place exists. So then I explained to them what it's all about, my vision and so forth. So from there on, I started having artist reception 10 months of the year. That went on for about 3 years. And then next thing you know, a lot of more restaurants has opened up. And it also helped the fact that we have a street fair, which is sponsored by Louisville Downtown Business Association. So that street fair happens about 4 weeks to 9 weeks in the summer. So I wanted to take advantage of that. So that's where the art walk started. The response was outpouring. And then we have our website now. It's called LouisvilleArtsDistrict.com, and you guys are welcome to visit that, by the way, and enjoy it. Everybody wins, the artists, the businesses, the citizens of Louisville, and the visitors that comes from all over the United States to visit Louisville. I think they benefit from that. Being recognized because of that, it just tops it all off. It's a great feeling to know that people out there appreciate what you do. And then for me, I just look at it like, gosh, I'm recognized for who I am, which is like kind of neat.